How will Sabby cope with the Canter Cavaletti clinic? Watch to find out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to a Canter Cavaletti clinic with Wellington Riding Club. I actually asked on Instagram what I should do because there was 3 different things I could do, and this was the majority, and this is actually the one that I felt better about doing. So we're going to Wellington, and Oreo's banging because she wants to go out, and we'll take you along with us. Hopefully he'll be good. He's quite fiery at the moment, so but he has been to Wellington before. Fingers crossed it's okay, but we'll take you with us. So we had a really awful journey to Wellington. It's about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and it was well over an hour, probably about an hour and 15 minutes, I think. There'd been a crash on the other side, but I think everyone had just been slowing down to watch the crash and see what was going on. So we crawled there, and we were I think we were sort of on the start time when we got there. So then it was just rushing to get him tacked up and get in there, and everyone was already warming up when we got in there. But he was quite fiery, and he was quite sort of busy in his brain and tight, and I just kept on like working him round and sort of trying to warm him up a little bit. And then we had a little quick break where we were briefed on the exercise, and the first one was to go over the poles like we were riding a circle, and then come down and go over the spider, which was in the middle, the 4 poles that were sort of sticking out. So we had to do one, then the second pole, and then come over and do the spider, and then turn the other way, and sort of all the time avoiding people that were trotting around. So we did that a few times both ways, and he was actually okay about the spider when it was flat on the floor. I did think he might look at it because he looks at single poles sometimes. And then we had to come round over the triangle, and then that was what we had to do, and then we just do that a few times each way. And then we came round and we were meant to do the triangle the other way. So doing the pole before the triangle, as you'll see from the top corner where the grey horse is. But Sab had other things in mind, and apparently the pole was very frightening. And as you can see, he had a bit of a tantrum about it. And then obviously he just realises that it's actually all right. He's so strange. He'll go over every single pole at home. He never looks at a pole at home. But the second we go out somewhere, he's like, oh my God, they're going to kill me. It's the end of the world. But when it's in a jump, he never looks at it. So he's just a little bit of a strange one. And then he comes around again and he acts like the floor's lava, but he goes over it. A little bit spicy, but he's just a bit of a handful sometimes. He does make me laugh, because you never know what he's going to do. He's always fun. And then we do the same exercise we did before, so the 2 poles on a circle and then come round to the spider the other way. So it was a really good clinic because it really built up from, just obviously we warmed up and then we sort of did a couple of poles and then we worked our way round. And so he was really good. It was a little bit spicy, but he was really good over the spider when it was like that. And then what we did was there was a little bit of a brief, and then she put the poles up as Cavaletti, but on just the one that you can see now, and the other one was left as a pole to start with, so it was really gradual. And she kept on saying to everyone, they're Cavaletti, they're not jumps, but Sab didn't understand. He just thought they were all jumps. He was like, why would you have something and not jump it? Why would you just canter it like a normal horse? So then we had to go over the pole, then over the Cavaletti, and we could just work away. If we didn't have the right canter, we could just, miss it and do the pole, or do the pole and then come and miss the jump or whatever. So the idea was to canter around doing the pole and then the jump or the Cavaletti.
After this, you go back through the tunnel.
And then she put both of the Cavalettis up, which she'd done just a moment ago. You probably saw the purple one going up. And then the spider went up. So this was the first time we were actually jumping over the spider rather than just trotting over the poles on the floor. So and we did all of this stuff. See, he's a bit spicy. He's like, get off me, get off me. But he's such a weird one, really, because he loves doing it so much, but he just gets really he just wants to get to the pole as quick as possible or the jump as quick as possible, and the nerves just bobble in him, and then it has to come out somewhere. So he does, again, spicily jumps the Cavaletti, and then obviously because he's doing that, we lose the canter and we have to go sideways and have a bit of a drama, and then we just trot that. But all the time is just to try and keep him level, just to try and keep him not fighting, because he's a lot of horse when he starts prattling around and throwing himself around. So then we come to the Cavaletti, the spider rather, and I was actually pleased with him. That was the first time he went to it, and he I know he knocked it down because he stood in it, but he was actually quite brave. So he was a good boy. And then I think we do the same thing the other way. and then you'll see he clocks the spider and suddenly wets his pants.
Go on, Sabio.
Because he's like, I've not done the spider this way. And he paws at the ground a bit, and he starts getting a bit anxious about it. He's so weird. He's just done it the other way, but obviously they don't transfer learning, so he doesn't understand that just because he's done it on one rein, it's the same as what he's doing on the other rein. And I'm quite in the defensive at the moment riding, because he does go up and he is quite sharp. And so I give him a little tap on the shoulder, and I think Mandy thought he was being genuinely green, and I wasn't being mean to him. I was just trying to encourage him to go forward. And see, they really shuts down here, and I actually thought he needed to go to the toilet, and because he never normally does it when you ride him. But I think it was just him. I think he was getting tired, and he was just a bit like, oh, I don't know what to do, and a bit he just went a bit inward for a moment. So but it's quite hard riding one that, see, he just kicks out there because of no reason, and it's hard riding one that is green, spooky, and but also can go up and be like extra spicy. So it's all a learning process for both of us. So we missed it on video, the very beginning bit of this, but he comes around the corner and he just went straight up and smacked my face with his neck, which did really hurt my neck and made me see stars a little bit. We only really got the aftermath on video, but I don't know what is, I don't think anything sort of provoked it. He just came around the corner and was just, all of a sudden I was eating his neck, which really did hurt my neck. And but Mandy was there straight away making sure I was okay and that it was fine to continue. And but you can see there, just trotting over the triangle, he's just like, the floor is lava, and he just needs to do things like a million times until he's not bothered by it anymore. That's what we find in our lessons with Bex as well. He can go down a grid, and then the fifth time you go down the grid, he's like spooks at something that he's already done like a million times. So he loves it all so much that he just wants to get it done, and then he gets a bit tense with it, and then he just I don't know what Ava's doing there, videoing, just videoing the floor. But we have to sort of go through the plan with here was to go over the triangle on the 20-metre circle, and then kind of where I am there, turn and go in the channel, and then canter and go somewhat, go off to the right. But we hadn't really got the relaxation to, going over the triangle. So I just work away doing the triangle for quite a time, really, because I just wanted him to trot through it. Like, see there, even there, he looks very fancy, but he's not relaxed. So it's just kind of, sorry about the camera is going on the wonk. Ava's trying to hold the dog as well and video, bless her. So, but I just wanted him to trot through it like he wasn't bothered, like that sort of thing, and not really not feel like he wants to rush off. And then we sort of I went through the channel on the other side, and that was the idea, to go through the channel and then turn and go over the, not that you can see because she's videoing the floor, but and then come and go over the triangle, and then go through the channel again, etc. So the same thing. So it was I really did like the way it was so progressive. I'm not sure what keeps on happening with the video, but yes, it was just building it up for him, and it's so boring, but it's just, even there he's like, so it's just, he just needs to do these things like a million times so that he's not bothered. But if that was at home, he wouldn't even be looking at it. He'd just trot through it like it was easy. So it's just Sabio being a bit extra. So we've just finished and Sabby was a little bit bonkers. He was actually blowing fire out of his nose, I think. So he did smack me in the face at one point. I'm not sure if we got any of it on video to include it or not, but he smacked me in the face, which was a bit orcs because I got a really bad headache and a sore neck. So anyway, he's really good. I'll do a full debrief in a little bit. Just need to run and get some food. So we're back home after doing the Canter Cavaletti clinic. Sabio is ready for bed. He's been really good boy. He was quite mental. Actually not too bad, but he did rear up and smack me in the face, which gave me a really sore neck and a bit of a headache. And then when I went to get off him at the trailer, he stuck his head in the air just as I was trying to get off, and my leg caught on the back of the cantle, and I'm getting a huge bruise over my leg. It's really sore, so I'm a bit wounded, but he was very good. He had a couple of moments, but generally he was quite good. He was a bit of an overachiever. She kept on saying, it's not jumping, it's just Cavalettis. But Sabio was like, it's a jump, bruv. It's a jump. But he just needs to go and do as many things as possible, don't you? But he's ready for his tea now. So thank you all for watching, and please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love hearing your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.